What is up? First of floor, Celtics win against the Philadelphia 76ers 123 to 105, which almost doesn't even do the performance justice. They got the lead up to 30 points there in the fourth quarter before we had the true end of the bench. And we even saw some Miles Norris, the Nos dog, got out there for a little bit, which is not something that I was expecting. Great game. The Baylor Schierman breakout game. Is it a huge win? Is it a win that's going to change your season by any means? Absolutely not. Do the Sixers absolutely stink? Yes. But man, you're missing half your freaking rotation for tonight and last night. And on a back-to-back, you win both of them. You win both of them resoundingly. 2 blowouts on nights where you're missing half your team. And like tonight, you're missing literally 5 of your top 9 guys between KP, Drew, Horford, Hauser, and Jalen all out. We had a starting lineup of Cater, Kornet, Drew Peterson out there with Derek and Tatum. Like, there was some wild lineups out there tonight. But yeah, man, this was really fun. And this part of the season has been a bit of a grind for the Celtics. Going back to the Raptors game a couple of weeks ago now, at least last week, where you're missing, Jalen and Drew and KP, or Drew and KP. Like, you've been missing guys for a long time now. And Tatum's been carrying a load. And now these other guys are starting to step up, which is so important. And, are we in the middle of Mickey Mouse March? Is this the time of year when some guys start to give fans some false hope? Yes. But do we also like seeing our young guys step up in spots where we need them to? Absolutely, man. And Baylor Schierman, who has hit more of the backboard than the rim this season on most of the shot attempts that he's put up this year, was really good in this game, man. 15 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, a nice steal where he came back to the ball, got a pick, pump fake, got himself to the free throw line, 5 for 10 from the field, and importantly, 3 for 7 from 3. Knocked down some threes, man. This has to have felt good for Baylor, because pretty much every time he's been out there this season has been kind of rough. It's not looked comfortable, it's looked hesitant, and tonight it looked really good. Baylor, man, are we gonna, put his jersey in the rafters? Probably not quite yet, but the confidence, the making the right play. I thought defensively he was pretty solid as well tonight. Not perfect. Took a nice charge on a possession. Took a big hit from Yabusele coming down the lane. He had that awesome hustle play, getting back, got a deflection, and then did a nice QB slide into the basket, into the stanchion, using his quarterback slide technique from Nebraska, I'm guessing. But yeah, dude, that's it's so good to see your 30th overall pick actually do something this season. It's really the first time he's done anything of note all season long. And to do it on a night where he actually played 29 minutes, 30 minutes for Baylor. The whole bench was good. Yesterday was obviously the Derek White and Peyton Pritchard show, and the rest of the guys kind of filled in the gaps. This was a team win. Obviously, we have Tatum have a very quiet 35, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals game. Kind of absurd. But other than that, I thought everyone contributed. Walsh was solid. Baylor, we just talked about. Pritchard was obviously good at coming off the bench. Torrey Craig, his best game as a Celtic, 12 points, 4 rebounds. All of them were offensive. These are nice contributions. And the Stay Ready group is alive and well. Last season, it was an absolute staple. Anytime we were down guys, they would step up and play the same way. This is a really good indicator of a team's culture, is that they can come in, execute the game plan. The expectation, to quote Joe Mazzulla, is that it doesn't matter who's out there. The expectation is to win. The Celtics coming into tonight were 8-1 favorites. 8-1 favorites on a night where you're missing 5 of your top 9. Obviously, the Sixers are missing all of their top big 3, Embiid, Maxey, Paul George. They should have been favored by that much, but that is the expectation. Against a good Blazers team yesterday, you're +5. The Blazers are plus 400, 500 to win the game against who've been playing really well. And now you come in tonight and you play like a team that is favored by double digits. And you blow the Sixers off the court. And the Sixers, like, they played pretty well. Like, as well as they could have. Like, they were at 50% from 3, I think, in the middle of that third quarter when they made a little run there. The Sixers cut it to 10 off the back of Lonnie Walker and Kelly Oubre just, like, going nuts from 3. But, like, stayed with it. It got cut to 10 with, like, 2-3 minutes to go in the third quarter. And then Tatum just hit 2 massive threes, created a couple other plays, pushed the lead back out to 18 going into the fourth quarter. And that was kind of the game. Hey, even Xavier Tillman contributed tonight with 1 3-pointer, 2 for 4 from the field. Like, the fact that he can play basketball is good. I still don't understand how he's not able to get into a game like this outside of complete garbage time. There just has to be something going on with the body, or his basketball abilities have just fallen off a cliff, because he was a guy that I was really confident in coming into the season. They gave him like a 2-year contract, and he was awesome in the finals, and he's been a complete shell of himself when he's seen the court and hasn't really been able to get on the court even. Cater, of everybody tonight, was the only one that I thought was bad. And he even kind of, he played a lot better in the second half. In the first half, I wanted to claw my eyes out. Like, he had 9 rebounds, 4 of them were offensive. I'm pretty sure 3 of them came off his own misses. Yeah, Jake monologue for the instant reactions. We got late night tonight with Greeny coming up in like an hour or so. So don't miss that as well. But yeah, nice win. Cater, I thought that like this would be a spot that he could kind of be a bit more effective, but it looks like his brain was not really keeping up with his body, it felt like, when he was trying to do stuff out there tonight. And, that's kind of the reality of who Cater is as a player. You're going to roll the dice, and 1 in 6 is going to be a really good game, and 5 and 6 is going to be, or 3 and 6 are going to be really bad, and 2 and 6 are going to be fine. But, for the most part, I did not love the Cater game. Kornet, monster. 9 points, 7 boards, 3 of them offensive, 4 assists, 4 blocks for the big dog. It's crazy that Kornet now in a spot like this can just completely outplay another team's second, third stringers on a bad team. It's just like Luke Kornet is a cut above a team like the Sixers. And again, they should be a cut above. Yeah, shout out Ma in the chat. Like the stream, just use your finger. Take 1 second. Like the stream for the fellas here. Would be greatly appreciated. But yeah, Luke Kornet is now fully established as a player in a much higher tier than I ever thought he could get to. And that's happened throughout the last couple of years, but especially over this season. He's improved so massively. The confidence growing. Had an awesome, found him in the middle of the zone, kind of faked the pass. Lane opened up, threw it down. Confident at the rim. Got to talk about our boy, Jordan Walsh. I didn't think he played as well as he did yesterday. Defensively, still solid, but he had that one play in transition. Tatum wasn't a perfect pass. Walsh had to bend down to get it. I really wish that he would have picked it up and been able to throw down the dunk. That would have been a great moment for us here. Yeah, the fact that Drummond's a 2-time All-Star is a travesty on the All-Star game. That's just, how is that possible? I remember when a lot of people wanted us to trade for Drummond, and I was always very confident that he was a meme of a player and not a real impactor on a basketball court on a team that's actually trying to win playoff games. But Walsh, yeah, still solid. But this is what we're saying. It's like, I'm the Walsh guy. We're the Walsh people in this chat. We love Walshy, and we wish that he was the one getting a lot of these minutes. But play him or Baylor or Drew Peterson or a blend of them. You should have been doing it the entire season. It's frustrating because it feels like a missed opportunity to develop these guys a little bit, but now's the time. You're 3.5 games, 4 games up on the Knicks. Like, every win that you get raises your chance of getting the 2 seed, right? Like, if you go to playoffstatus.com, we currently have a 97% chance of getting the 2 seed, We have a very easy schedule. The Knicks schedule is actually kind of tough going down the stretch here. So, like, this is the time. In the end of the regular season, you split the Jays on a back-to-back. Horford's out. I don't know. Kristaps Porzingis has, caught. It's not Ebola, because if it was Ebola, then he wouldn't be on the bench because it would be, contagious. But I don't know what he's got. I was looking up rare diseases today because I was like, maybe he's got, what did I think that he had? He, some insane intestinal bacteria genetic autoimmune thing maybe. But he's on the bench. He was having a good time, wearing the good jacket. Hopefully he gets back. But this is the time to get guys some rest, get guys some confidence, and get Norris in there. What did I think of Norris? I thought he looked very tall. I think the reports of him being closer to 6'11" than 6'7" are accurate. No question. That dude is way closer to 6'10" than 6'7", easily. I thought he was looking for his shot, didn't really get the opportunity to get one off there. But big, tall, I didn't think he did anything bad, but I can't say that there was a lot to go off from that Norris performance. Walsh, solid. Torrey Craig, solid. Pritchard again, 19 points, 4 boards, 6 assists. I want to see him be more consistently impactful against the best teams, but on a back-to-back when you're missing a bunch of guys, he was massively impactful. I didn't even talk about Derek White getting killed again tonight. He gets an elbow from Kelly Oubre. We see what looks like all of his teeth fall out. All of his teeth fall out onto the ground, and he stops the game. Abby said something about stitches. I'm not sure if he ended up having to get stitches, but Derek White, I don't want to hold the box score ahead of him here. He was 4 for 14. Still had 6 assists with no turnovers. He had a really nice pick and roll play with Kornet late in the game that felt like one of the daggers. So I thought process-wise he was good, missed some shots, but I thought when he came back in the second half he was like trying to figure out how he felt and didn't look super confident, but had a three that was tight that almost went in, had a nice floater. Like, not worried about Derek White. But yeah, man, nice game. We'll call it there, and we're back in like an hour or so for late night with Greeny, and then I've got some stuff going on for the Lakers game, so I'm gonna try. I'll do some type of show, obviously, but just stay tuned for that. That's obviously the game we want to win. But yeah, appreciate you guys being here, and talk to you soon. Peace.